Good morning. Good morning. Today we're going to take a look at the XRP price action and the Sigma coin. So basically, we're just continuing our breakdown on XRP, and we're almost there. We're basically probably realistically looking at about another 11 or so percent if we get, or 12% if we end up hitting our target, where we end up having the equal measured move and then this window that's close to the 618 and this VWAP that are all kind of coalescing right here in this region. So we do still have some more move to the downside. People are very kind of concerned. Is this trade setup still happening? Are we thinking that it's going to actually continue downward more? And the answer is, as of right now, yes. So we have our wave 1, we have our wave 2, and then within this wave 3, we're going to have kind of some complexity. We're going to have a larger 3 waves, or 5 waves, that are going to make up this wave 3, okay? In addition to that, this third wave is also going to have 5 waves. So we're actually going to see waves within waves within waves, and they tend to do this type of behavior. So yesterday, the biggest thing that was the huge news was that we lost the low. That was this low right here at 290. So as soon as we came back below 290, we broke below it, came back tested that 290 range. So if we just draw a line right here from the 290, you can see that this is now from resistance, right? So we back tested it all last night. Now we're underneath it and we're curving down, and this will be a continual breakdown that should have us by today breaking down and going below, hopefully today, tomorrow, getting below this low right here of 272. So now with XRP, we tend to have some very aggressive ending kind of moves here. So if you imagine that we kind of did this right here, this is right here, you know, we kind of move back up, which is maybe right there, and then we go like that, right? So we have this big breakdown. So this area will be right underneath this price action is probably what we're expecting here. So ultimately, though, the target is somewhere in this region. We could even technically go lower, right? We can even see it go down to the 618 range. This is where I will be looking to re-enter into flipping, exiting my short, reaccumulating spot, and entering into a long trade from this point forward, so we can kind of run this for the rest of the year. Now, what we also see here is Bitcoin, right? So a lot of people are asking this question on Bitcoin: is this the completion of the full move? And it can be. So this price action that we're looking at right here does potentially show that we have a completion of 5 waves to the upside. Okay, so there's those 5 waves, and then this right here could be considered possibly a flat, right? So we end up doing an ABC down for A, and then we do an ABC up for B, and then we do a 5-wave move to the downside for C. Now, if this ABC completion holds above 111.9, okay, then this has got a short pullback, and it has the ability for it to turn to the upside and just head out of here, right? So we could see this run, okay? But considering that as of right now, when I'm looking at this, I don't see the full 5 waves. So this could actually then shift our count over here, and we actually then change the count this direction, okay? So now we have 5 waves. And this could actually become this larger A, B, C correction. And the key is, do we lose the origin of wave 1, right? So it's all about this 111.900, okay? So when I look at this price action thus far, I'm not seeing a full completed 5 waves to the downside. So we have wave 1, wave 2, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this feels like it's going to be like a 5, or ending of 3, and then like something like that. That's what I'm still seeing playing out based off of just how this looks currently at this point in time. So yeah, so that's kind of the line in the sand for lower for the whole market, and that would line up with XRP also rolling over today when we lose that level down into this region, giving us our entries, right? Then one more confluence to the idea that we will go lower that we're checking out at this point in time is the XRP dominance. We again set a lower low on this XRP dominance, and I have personally been waiting for this to get down into this box to complete a larger 5-3-5 or an ABC correction to the downside, giving us this gap fill from this inefficiency in price and this larger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC completion that matches price action before we can send and take dominance with XRP. So 4.25% dominance is what I'm personally anticipating. So that's kind of where we're looking at this point. This lower low on XRP leads me to think we're going to get that lower low on Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin itself is doing what doesn't look like a completion of 5 waves. We'll know very soon if we start sweeping through this low here, probably in the next hour or so. So as we're on the hourly chart. So anyways, that's just kind of the overview of how the logic is playing, why we're expecting to see this breakdown, and why we expect it to continue based off of price action here, okay? Now, ironically, our Sigma coin is holding up pretty well. Here's our daily Sigma price action. And we're super zoomed in, watching this key level. Really, the question mark is, do we hold this level right here with XRP falling, because it's going to be a downward pressure? And if we do hold that higher low, that's great. Because it's so close to this, I do think we're probably going to sweep that low one more time. And if we were to look at the price action that we're expecting, Cardano is an example of what this looks like. So finish out everything, smack it down, get it over with, quick rip the band-aid off, and then we can start marching our way out of here for glory, right? And that's kind of what we're expecting now with the Sigma coin as we're working through this region of, well, at least what I'm expecting based off of the idea that we have been just so close to this wick. Now, again, it could reverse from here, which would be awesome. I would love that. But we're just with the thought that XRP is going to fall, and just the way the overall market is, it may not be in the cards. But again, huge opportunity. We just get down to this last level. Let's just say we hit that 886 range right there that we're playing with, and we pull this down to there. You have an 827% return just to get back to the all-time high of the asset, with a beautiful controlled long pullback, and that would just be the first time it actually hits the 886. But it's got so much gap. There's no gaps over here, so it's just into supply. And I think as soon as everyone's told that it's time, they're going to be like, oh, great, we can get a multiplier on XRP by getting an 800% return just on the asset alone, which, again, this can happen very, very fast. So if you look at how quickly this occurred, this 800% was only, I think, 2 weeks for that to play out. So it's a whole bunch of nothing and then a whole bunch of something all at the same time. So yeah, 17 days. We'll make it even 16 days. There you go. Just a little bit over 2 weeks for that huge run up to happen in the Sigma coin. So anyway, so that's kind of how I'm watching it. We'll just monitor this. But so far, still super shallow drawdown, lots of conviction in the community. And that's what I'm here for, is this structure just holding this higher low. But we'll find out together if we end up just losing it because of XRP's overall price action. So, and let's see what else to tell you. I think that's pretty much it. So we're just watching price action today. We're about to actually break down as we speak. And I think we're going to see lower here very soon. So hopefully that's helpful on how the logic is for what our trade.